Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have something very juicy for you. This is BZ-176, the first tank they reveal from the upcoming brand new Chinese heavy tank line with couple very unique features. Besides having the option to have a massive boomstick in tier 8 what can do 1100 damage with high explosive, it also comes with a jet booster feature, which is brand new for the game. Check this out. No guys, I was not kidding, here it is, first tank introducing the jet booster feature, BZ-176, and as far as I know, this feature actually had some history behind it as well. There were some tank engineers testing it out back in the days as well. In real life, I mean, there were engineers who tried to figure this system out, but of course in a video game it is 10 times easier to develop something like that than to slap on a vehicle. So today let's talk about this new feature, let's talk about the upcoming tech tree, let's talk about the first premium tank with this feature, BZ-176, that actually has a freaking 1100 alpha damage with high explosive rounds, so basically like a Chinese single shot Caliban or something crazy like that. Now, new Chinese heavy tanks are heading to the super test very soon, says Wargaming, transitioning from the Type 58 medium tank. This branch will include 4 vehicles, so from Type 58 medium tank into Tier 7 BZ-58, Tier 8 BZ-166, Tier 9 BZ-68 and Tier 10 BZ-75. Right now we do not have any extra information besides the name, how many there are going to be, and they actually gave us a brief concept description as well, so let's see what Wargaming has to say about this heavy tank branch. This branch contains heavy assault tanks with strong hulls and well-sloped turret armor. Depending on the vehicle tier, these vehicles will have a choice between 2 guns, large caliber from 122 to 152 guns and super large caliber from 160 to 180 millimeter guns. Each gun requires a different style of gameplay and combat use, so make your choice based on your preferred playstyle. These heavy tanks will also feature convenient gun depression angles, yes indeed. Although vehicles' mobility will be relatively low to the vehicle's strong armor, this is where the new jet boosters mechanic will come into play. In real life, these devices were used to cross ranked terrains. With them, combat vehicles could quickly travel through dangerous areas or leave the line of fire. And as I said, the first vehicle they are revealing and introducing this new jet booster feature with is the BZ-176. Now, before we are going to look at the details of that vehicle, the alpha damage, which is massive, you know, and all the other specs, let's talk about the booster feature a bit. So they also gave us a description how that is going to work. So at the start of the battle, the boosters will take 5 seconds to load and prepare for use. You will be notified of this in a corresponding indicator bar, as you saw from the video clip as well. After that, the booster can be activated. Once activated, the tank will receive a brief boost to its engine power and top forward speed, as well as its initial momentum, like the jumping start basically, and allowing heavy combat vehicle to accelerate. When jet boosters are in use, the vehicle will have difficulty turning and moving in reverse. You will not be able to cancel the effect until one charge is fully depleted. After that, you will need to wait 5 seconds until the boosters are reloaded. So the boost effect will last 10 seconds. In those 10 seconds, you have difficulties turning, maneuvering, and you are not able to cancel it, so watch out for that, of course. And it can be used up to 4 times per battle with the given amount of jet fuel. After the last use, the indicator will notify you of your empty fuel tanks and you will not be able to use the jet boosters for the remainder of the battle. When used correctly, this mechanic will allow you to quickly cross dangerous areas at critical moments in the battle, ram lightly armored targets more efficiently, or occupy key positions faster. Overall, there are plenty of ways to adapt this mechanic to your taste and playstyle. Every vehicle in the new Chinese branch will feature the jet booster mechanic, so even the Tier 7, not like usually the Tier 8 has the special feature. However, their exact configurations has yet to be finalized. Stay tuned. Of course, you know, this needs a lot of balancing. You cannot make this stuff like this overpowered, too powerful. Of course, a lot of balancing needs to be done. But this is their description of the jet booster, how it works and how it looks like. Well, you have seen that already. So let's take a look at the characteristics and specs of the first vehicle, BZ-176. Firepower. It comes with a massive boomstick, ladies and gentlemen. Alpha damage 1100 with the standard high explosive round. And the secondary, the special premium high explosive round comes with 800 alpha damage. But penetration numbers are quite a bit different. The standard shell has 75mm of penetration, and the premium high explosive 225mm of penetration. And I believe that premium round is going to be the main type of ammunition, because, you know, the new high explosive mechanics, you can deal 0 damage, you can deal, like, you know, just absolutely no damage, 100 damage, even 200 damage with the big gun and low penetration. I believe this tank basically is built for the secondary high explosive round, like the Cobra, like the 183, you know, all those vehicles. So I don't know what the ammunition cost is going to be, but this definitely seems to be their design approach with this type of gun. Reload time is quite massive though, 25-second reload time for the single shell. Aiming time 3 seconds, dispersion at 100 meters 0.4 seconds. So actually I was expecting, for this type of gun, I was expecting it to be even worse. So this, honestly looking at it, is not too bad for this type of gun. Or what do you think about that? Gun elevation angles, they said, are good, and indeed those are very good. Minus 11 degrees of gun depression. 20 degrees of gun elevation, and it can carry 30 shells. Well, if you are going to ever run out of shells, well, then you had one cracking massive game. And like looking at the firepower, looking at the penetration differences, I would say this tank definitely is the intuition tank, where you need to use the intuition skill. Like when you see very extremely lightly armored tanks, you can one-shot, I think, every single lightly armored Tier 8 tank, like tank destroyers, medium tanks, light tanks, you know. You can definitely one-shot those with the 75 pen and 1100 alpha damage if you're going to hit your shots, of course. Now let's talk about the mobility, and over here we can see some numbers in the brackets, and those are the booster numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Maximum forward speed, or the jet booster numbers. Maximum forward speed, standard forward speed is 30, moving backwards 15, but when you have the booster, jet boosters on, for 10 seconds you are going to get 39 top speed plus the initial jump start and 2 reverse speed. So do not even try to reverse in this vehicle when because you're not moving anywhere, you're like a sitting duck when you have that jet booster on. And I really wonder how hard the turning is going to be, because this booster feature can get you into, if used badly or wrongly, it can get you into some very, very poor positions, definitely. But to get a quick, you know, jump ram start, I believe this is going to be quite a meme ram feature. Like if you use turbo on it as well, whew, I don't know. We'll see. I actually want to test it out, right? So it is going to have a 600 horsepower engine with a 10.5 power to weight ratio. So the overall mobility, besides the jet booster, is quite bad, like quite garbage. Overall mobility, like 10.5 power to weight ratio. This is very, very bad. Now, hull traverse speed 29, turret traverse speed 29. Number of charges 4, boost duration 10 seconds, and charge reload time is 5 seconds. So you can like get up to the Malinovka hill, for example, up to the Himmelsdorf hill, for example, quite quite a bit faster with the booster, using 2 boosts just to get into the key positions. Definitely one place where you could use this feature. Survivability, 1550 hit points with 240 hull armor, 152 side. It has massive side armor, guys, so it can be quite a meme side scraper as well, actually. And 60 in the rear. Turret armor seems to be slopey, like the same kind of slope like Rhino has, for example, Rhinoceronte, you know. 250 in the front, 152 on the side, and 60 in the rear of the turret as well. 380 meters view range, 600 signal meter range, you know, who cares about that? Anyway, crew, 4 crew members, commander, driver, gunner, and radio operator, not a loader, so this is going to mess up some Chinese heavy tank crew members, of course. And as I said, 2 shell types, high explosive and secondary high explosive. So BZ-176, ladies and gentlemen, quite an intriguing tank indeed. New tech tree, like I had legit no idea whatsoever that they are even working on something like that, or they are even thinking about something like that. But here it is in front of us. Let me know in the comment section, please. What do you think about that? Yay or nay? Would you like to see something like this? Like, the mobility overall seems to be balanced, but the boost feature, I want to get my hands on, guys. I need to get my hands on this to come up with any, you know, more in-depth opinion about that, basically. But I would like to hear what you think about that so far. So let me know in the comment section down below. I get you next time with something else. Stay beautiful, stay sexy, take care, and bye.